request you to kindly stay on with us as we are also getting more details. Given at this point of time, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has met US President J.D. Vance and his family attended the India-France CEOs Forum. And he landed in Marseille on the second day of his 3-day France visit. The Prime Minister met Vance, his wife Usha Vance and their sons on the sidelines of the AI Action Summit in Paris. He also said in a post on X stating that they had a great conversation on various subjects, and then he added also further stating that he attended the India-France CEO Forum with France President Emmanuel Macron. The Prime Minister also said that the forum plays a key role in strengthening economic ties and fostering innovation. Also, in fact, reiterating that he was glad to see the business leaders from both the countries collaborate and create new opportunities across the key sectors. The two leaders then landed in Marseille, which the Prime Minister said holds a special significance in India's quest for freedom, as it was here that freedom fighter Veer Savarkar attempted an escape. He also thanked the people of Marseille and said that the France activist at the time who demanded that Savarkar not to be handed over to the British custody also highlighted, I would like to come back to Mr. Dwivedi at this point of time for a very brief moment, but how exactly the inferences from history, given the kind of relations that are presently maintained between the two nations, is considered. But before I in fact get into the depth of it and speak to you, Mr. Dwivedi, I also have my colleague Brian Thomas right now joining me live on the broadcast. Brian, in fact, a lot of inferences from the history as far as India-France is in fact shared bilateral history during the time of Veer Savarkar when he was seeking an escape is concerned. They have been reignited when the deliberations, and as in fact Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also put out on platform X that a coffee was shared with the US Vice President J.D. Vance. How exactly, Brian, can you bring us the details about the kind of developments that have just happened in short while, if we have to take a roundabout?
Well, Simran, definitely. Now, even when we talk about paying tribute to Veer Savarkar's legacy, very importantly, the Prime Minister arrived in Marseille reflecting on the city's historical significance in India's freedom struggle, and even in a post on X also he recalled, revolutionary leader Veer Savarkar's daring escape attempt from British custody in Marseille and expressed gratitude to the French activists who stood upon his, support as well. And his tribute also underscores the enduring legacy of freedom fighters and historical ties as well, very importantly. And when we even talk about US Vice President J.D. Vance's, meeting with the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, they discussed energy cooperation and bilateral ties very importantly. And when they both met also, J.D. Vance meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi during his very visit to Washington for discussions on key areas of India-US collaboration as well. The meeting was also attended by Second Lady Usha Vance and even very importantly provided an opportunity also to strengthen strategic ties between the two nations. There was a statement also from the White House that shared that the leaders shared coffee and exchanged views on topics of mutual interest with a particular focus on energy cooperation. And very importantly, Samran, I need to highlight this as well. The discussions also highlighted how the US can support India in diversifying its energy sourcing through investments in clean and reliable US nuclear technology. And even the Prime Minister himself graciously presented gifts to Vance's children and extended warm birthday wishes also to the Vice President's son Vivek, furthering, underscoring the personal warmth in the interaction. And the meeting also reaffirmed the growing partnership between both India and the US across multiple sectors, including clean energy and even technology per se.
Well, all right, Brian. Thank you very much.